I've done a little swapping and trading today. I had a chisel plow called a chisel plow frame. Didn't have any tines on it, and a fella wanted it down here at the Case IH dealership in Dillon, and he had this cultivator frame. I cultivated with these cold side dressers, cold Powell side dressers, and we made a little swap arrangement with it. I traded him the chisel plow frame for this. It's actually a PTO drive. 2-row cultivator set up on 48-inch rows. I can adjust it down to 42s. So, but we'll bring you a little more on it and get it loaded on the trailer. All right, everybody, we got home with this cultivator, this Lilliston cultivator. There's the tag on it. It's still got all the dividers in the for the drop tubes on both of them. The hoppers are in really good shape, other than they left some fertilizer in them, but we'll have to clean them up. There won't be nothing to it. The insides are perfect on the inside. The decals are still in good shape. There's the inside. Like I said, it just needs a good bath. Both of them do. There's the decal. Like I said, it's got a 2-row set up on 48-inch row spacing right now. It's actually got both of the lids for the hoppers, and they are in pristine condition. So I am amazed that they still got them. So, but yeah, we are working on the drive shaft for this thing. It's actually a PTO driven side dresser unit. So it's got a cold PTO box right there. You might be able to see it. But it runs the chain and runs both the hoppers. It's got a disconnect over there, so you can disconnect the right-hand hopper, so you can just side dresser one side. So we're gonna adjust it out, and I'll get you a little more video once I gotta adjust these feet back a little bit. We're gonna have to, it's on 48-inch rows now. We're gonna narrow it up. I'm gonna measure that planter and see what we gotta have on the inside as far as the inside width for the baskets, and I'm gonna probably slide it in a little bit and get as narrow as I can for 42-inch rows. If I can't, I'll widen my planter back out, but we're gonna set them up together. I'm gonna use this to go ahead of the planter. We'll lay the rows off of this and put fertilizer down under the corn, and then I'll take the 404 with the planter and come back and plant right on top of the bed. So, like I said, we'll bring you back in a little bit once we get this PTO on, and when we get it running, we'll bring you back. All right, well, I got it hooked up to the 504. Set up on 48-inch rows right now. I'm gonna adjust it back down to 42s. Should just have to slide these two gangs in just a little bit on the bracket to get my clearance in the middle. These outside beams, I'll have to drop them in just a little bit. I'm gonna get a little video here. These fertilizer hoppers, I got them freed up for the most part, but if you look down in there, nobody cleaned them out after they planted last time or fertilized, cultivated. So I'm gonna wash them out real quick. I'm on the fence about painting it right now. At this point, I'm just gonna clean it all up right now, just wash it down real good and get that fertilizer out of it. And I'm gonna lay off my rows with it this year, and I'm gonna plant with it. I'm gonna run it right in front of my planter to lay my rows off, and then I may cultivate with it a time or two. I don't know. Probably just gonna cultivate with the offset tractors. Like I said, I just want to clean it up and make sure it's gonna work. Like I said, the oddball thing about it is a PTO driven fertilizer unit. We had to work on the fertilizer on the PTO shaft a little bit yesterday. But like I said, I've never seen one that's a PTO drive like this. Somebody's done a little bit of cobbling on the PTO shaft. It looks like they wore it down, beating on it or something. I don't know what they've done. But, it's a KMC toolbar. I mean, not a KMC, a Lilliston rolling cultivator frame. It's in pretty good shape. I'm proud of it. Like I said, I'll get a little more video here in just a minute. I'm gonna pull it up there and I'm gonna wash these fertilizer hoppers out. I'll get a little video of the PTO running, and I got to grease the disengage and engage. It's got a it's supposed to slip right here on that shaft. So both sides, one side will, this is supposed to slide back. You cut the shaft drive on and off. Well, somebody welded this side, so it only disengages one side. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'm hoping that, I don't know. I'm gonna mess with it a little bit and see what happens. Like I said, I just hoping I can get it, hoping it works. I hope I can fix it a little bit, work on it a little bit and get it. This is the disengage, hook that chain up there and pull it. So like I said, I'll work on that a little bit and I'll bring you back in a few minutes. All right, everybody. I got it rinsed out and washed off the best I could. Greased that chain. I fought with that disengage and engage deal. I cannot get it to work like it's supposed to save my life. I don't think the spring's strong enough. It works fine right here, but when you got it engaged, it will not let loose, and I don't know why. So at this moment, it's either going to be kick the PTO on and off, on and off, on and off in the tractor, or I don't know, or look for a ground drive, which I don't know. But I'm gonna mess with that thing again. I hate to have to take it apart because the shaft goes completely through everything up there. It goes through both the planter drive units all the way across. And I don't know that I would ever get it out just to fix that spring. So I tried spacing that spring out, put a little spacer in there. That didn't do any good. I'm gonna play with it a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can adjust these things over a little bit more. We're gonna go from there and I'll bring you back in a few minutes. All right, we got it adjusted. I didn't even have to adjust the outside arms. I thought I would, but it's actually from the center disc. It is actually 42 inches to the center right here, which that is, I measured this out, and that is as close to the center of this as you're gonna get. So that'll be right in the middle of 42. And then this is the middle right here. I measured the planter. These are set at about 35 inches wide. In between the planter full width is about 37, 38 inches. So this will be 35. I can put a little bit on it and throw a little bit more if I want to. So same thing, I got it all set up, ready to go. So, and actually on these things, the date is actually right there, 2/6/75. So all of the clamps on it say 2/6/75. So I would assume that this is a 75 model Lilliston rolling cultivator with a later model cold side dresser unit. So like I said, I still hadn't got that PTO drive where it kicks in and out. I'll figure that out later. I got a couple months, a month and a half, 2 months left before I need it anyway. So I'll play with it a little bit. So calling for some bad weather here the weekend. Supposed to get about 3 inches of snow. So I'm gonna take it over there with the 504 in the field, and I'm going to just play with it a little bit and just see how it pulls. And like I said, just make sure it's good. Everything's freed up, working like it's supposed to. And that way, if I got to do anything, I'll know. I know the side dressers are ready to go, so that shouldn't be a problem. So I'll see if I can get you a little video over in the field, and we'll be back shortly. We made it around here. This is where I got that wheat planted. The deer have flat. They keep ahead of it. I can't. That's 160 pounds to the acre. And yeah, like I said, they stay on it. So every night you come by here, there's 5 or 6 deer, at least. Sometimes there's 10 or 12. So we're gonna drop this thing. There's a little sandy spot down here where we didn't do too good. But like I said, it's just a cover crop anyway. I didn't even put any fertilizer on it. So we're gonna, in about another month and a half, we're gonna plow it under anyway. So, but I found some stuff online, and it's called Tricon Pro, which is a deer repellent. You spray it. It's like 26 gallons to the acre. So when you mix it with water. So like I said, so I'm gonna see about it. It's a little bit pricey, but I'm gonna try it. I don't think I can get away with a gallon. So it's like, I can't remember the price on it. I'll have to look and see. And if I do get it, I'll let you know. But I can spread my Lorganite on it as well. So 6 one, half a dozen other. But like I said, you can't really see the deer tracks, but like I said, they're everywhere. So, like I said, I'm gonna drop this thing in the ground right up here on this other curve, right around this little hedgerow here, and just run a couple rows and see what it looks like. So, I'll see if I can get some video. Well, there it is. We adjusted the back feed up a little bit. It was a little bit deep. Will got a little video out there plowing. I think it'll be all right. I just got to figure out the PTO deal, and I got to decide whether I'm going to set these tires out to 84 inches wide or set this tractor on for 42-inch rows. That means putting my center of the tire would be 84 inches. It'd be 42 from the drawbar out, or from the PTO out. So, but it laid them off pretty good out there. Like I said, just another little quick video here. I hope it turns out pretty good with this thing. I really wanted an international one, but beggars can't be choosers. And like I said, I got a really good deal on it. The old 504 pulls it pretty good. It's a load. I don't know if the 404 would do it any justice or not. So, like I said, I'm gonna at least lay my rows off with it and put fertilizer down and plant behind it. Like I said, I kind of like the way it works. It does a really good job. So I think y'all see this video right before the snowstorm is supposed to get. I think this video is gonna come out Friday. So everybody that's gonna get that snow, hopefully it's not as bad as the ice was last weekend. Maybe it's just snow and it'll come and go quick and be gone. Like I said, everybody be safe, stay warm, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank y'all. Yeah, y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and thank you much again.